Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the TCL QM7 4K QD Mini LED TV. And I just simply want to share my thoughts, my opinions, and my overall experience with this TV with you guys. And let me start off by saying that this has to be one of the best bang for your buck TVs that you can get right now. And if you find yourself interested in this TV by the end of the video, I'll make sure to have a link for you down in the description below so you can check one out for yourself. But let's go and start off just talking about just the overall looks of the TV, the build quality. Now, when it comes to the looks, honestly, it reminds me exactly of the QM8. When I'm using this TV right here, I almost feel like I'm using the QM8. But of course, you know, TCL had to make some cuts here and there with this model to get the price down to where it is. So when it comes to the bottom leg, instead of being a metal build like the QM8, we're actually getting a plastic build leg on here. But honestly, it doesn't look low quality. The overall TV, it's a nice TV. We're still getting thin bezels all the way around, so we're getting more screen rather than just a black bar all the way around the edges of the TV. Overall, it is a nice looking TV. Now, just like the QM8, when it comes to the back of the QM7 right here, we are actually still getting that built-in subwoofer, which is nice because it does enhance the overall sound experience that we get from this TV, which we will talk about a little bit later in the video. But other things, of course, that come in the back of the TV are our ports, which include a USB 3.0 input, USB 2.0 input, and Ethernet input. We get 4 HDMI inputs, one being at 4K 144 Hertz, another being at 4K 120 Hertz, another at 4K 60 Hertz, and then another at 4K 60 Hertz, but also acts as an EARC. We get our cable antenna input, we get our AVN adapter, a headphone jack, and our optical as well. And then of course on the other side, we get the input for the power cable. But now let's take it over to picture quality and brightness, because of course, you know, these two things are very important, something that you want to be good when buying a new TV. Now, when it comes to the overall brightness of the TV, honestly for me, I find it to be more than bright enough. Now, if you're trying to compare it to the QM8, no, it is not as bright as the QM8, but it is still more than bright enough, at least for me here in my home, in my living room, where it can get really bright in there because of the windows next to the TV. I still find it more than bright enough. Here in my office, where I literally have a window facing the TV, I still find it more than bright enough. Even, yeah, I can kind of see, you know, the glare from the blinds if I do have the blinds a little bit open. But I mean, this TV still gets more than bright enough, and I am still able to enjoy whatever it is I'm watching, which brings me to picture quality. I think picture quality is actually really good on this TV. Whether you're watching 4K content, even 1080p content, it's still going to look good on this TV right here. You're getting a nice sharp picture. Colors can get really vivid. They can pop, especially if you're using that vivid mode here on this TV. And just watching, you know, TV shows, watching movies, even if you're just watching content on YouTube, the experience is very enjoyable, especially if you're getting one of the bigger sizes of this TV. The one I have right here is the 65-inch, which is, you know, a good size for my room here and even in my living room. And it's just a nice overall viewing experience. But of course, when you get into those bigger sizes, of course, you're gonna have an even better experience because you're gonna feel like you're in the movie theater with that big screen. But like I said, if you find yourself interested in this TV or the bigger sizes, I'll link for those down in the description below as well. But overall picture quality, I mean, the picture quality is great on this TV, and there are just lots of different picture modes to choose from as well to, you know, find a picture that better fits your need depending on what you're watching. So as you can see here, we're getting a smart HDR mode, we get a sports mode, we get a movie mode, a vivid mode, which looks really nice on this panel. We get a low power mode, which is going to dim it for you, save some power. And then depending on the type of content you're watching, you also get an option for IMAX mode. And then of course, with this TV supporting Dolby Vision, you're getting picture modes like Dolby Vision Bright, Dolby Vision Dark, and Dolby Vision IQ. Me personally, I like using the Dolby Vision IQ for myself. And not only does this TV support Dolby Vision, but it also supports Dolby Atmos as well. So we got sound modes like dynamic, we got standard, movie, music, voice, game, and sports. Now, when it does come to just the overall sound experience that you get from the TCL QM7 right here, the sound is actually pretty good. It's pretty decent. Of course, like I said, we do have that built-in subwoofer in the back of this TV, so it does help give the sound, you know, it just helps give it a more full sound. You're getting more of a low end. Now, of course, it does not sound as good as the TCL QM8, but we're still getting some pretty good sound coming from this TV right here. Whether you're watching movies or playing games, you're still gonna get a pretty enjoyable experience. But of of course, if you want to take your sound even further and get an even better sound experience, you can always add a soundbar. Now, there's one soundbar that I am currently testing out, also from TCL. I'll have it linked down in the description below in case you want to check it out for yourself, but I do have that video coming up very soon, probably right after this video, but it is the Q85H soundbar. And let me tell you, it's actually a pretty good sounding soundbar, and it's definitely going to take the sound experience to the next level if you do have it paired up with your QM7 right here. But if you don't plan on getting a soundbar, honestly, I mean, you'll be more than satisfied with the sound coming from this TV right here, especially if you don't want to dish out any extra money. I mean, it's always nice to have that extra, you know, thump from that built-in subwoofer that we get in the back of this TV right here.
We are here. This is the code of the ancestors.
All right, so first off, naturally, I gotta stop by the booth with my good friends over here at TCL, and as always, I mean, they are doing it big. They have a whole gaming section, a whole TV section, they even have an NFL section over there, a mobile section, tablets. I mean, this booth right here is huge.
All right, now let's talk gaming. I know I got a lot of gamers out there, and if you're looking for a TV that can handle all of your gaming and something that's going to give you some good performance, then this might be the TV for you. This actually handles gaming very, very well. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, we can get up to 144 hertz. Of course, that's going to be when you're able to hook up a PC in order to reach that frame rate. But of course, if you have a PS5 or an Xbox, you can still get up to 120 frames per second. Now, just like the QM8, we are also getting a dedicated gaming bar here on the QM7, which is going to allow you to do things like have an aiming aid, which you can turn on or off, which is going to be good in helping you with those shooting games. You get different picture modes like FPS, RPG, and then you have your just original, you know, gaming mode. And then you have up to 9 levels of shadow enhancement. So if you want to enhance those shadows, you can do that straight from this gaming bar as well. And then you also have a dedicated gaming menu, which you will be able to turn on or off your HDIG, which is an HDR gaming internet group only available when HDR signal is detected. Xbox may disable HDIG when HDR and Dolby Vision are enabled at the same time. And then you have your aiming aid settings, which is going to allow you to do things like customize the shape of your aiming aid to a circle, cross, or a dot. And then you can also change up the brightness if you want it more bright or more dark, which dark will give you more of a blue color. And then you have the size that you can customize as well, from small, medium, or large. And then of course you have your screen ratio and then your screen position as well. And then up above that gaming bar is just more information about the console you are using, the current frames per second that you are playing at, if HDR is on or off, if auto low latency mode is on or off, and if your variable refresh rate is on or off as well. And let me tell you that the PS4, PS5, Xbox, even a Nintendo Switch all perform well on this TV right here. And I have been enjoying my gaming experience on this TV, whether I'm playing a game like Fortnite, which I mean, I love playing that game because of the colors on that game. They really just pop and look so good on this display right here. And you're getting a nice, smooth gameplay when playing that game on this TV. But not only Fortnite, but also when playing games like Call of Duty, another shooting game, which, you know, is going to give you more of, I guess, higher graphics. I would say it's more of a true to life looking game rather than Fortnite. It's not too cartoony looking, but it still performs great on this TV as well. You're getting a nice, smooth gameplay. And just gameplay overall on this TV has been great in my opinion when it comes to input lag. I mean, I know I really don't have a proper device to measure input lag on this TV right here, but just playing in real life, I really don't notice any input lag, I guess I would say. Like I said, responsiveness is great and gameplay gameplay is very smooth and enjoyable on this TV. I really don't notice any types of lag or latency or anything like that. So if you're a gamer, you're looking for a TV that can handle your gaming, and you just want something that's going to give you a good experience, even for my casual gamers out there like myself, you're gonna have a good experience on the QM7 right here. Now, of course, with this being a Google TV, you are going to be greeted with that Google interface once you do, power on the TV. And I gotta say, when it comes to performance and just scrolling through the UI, it is a very smooth experience. I really don't notice any moments of lag or anything like that. There may have been 1 or 2 moments where I have seen the TV trying to catch up to what I'm doing, but for the most part, it is a very smooth experience just scrolling through the TV. So you have your For You page, and then of course we do get live TV as well, which is going to give you tons of live different channels. We also have our app section where you're able to download different apps. And of course, with this being a Google TV, once again, you get access to all of those Google apps that you find in the Play Store. And then you have your library. And then of course, you can search your TV, you search for different apps or movies. And then of course, you have your different quick settings like screensaver inputs, Wi-Fi, your picture mode, accessibility, notifications. And then of course, if you want to, further customize your picture settings or your sound settings, of course, you can do that going into the actual settings themselves of the TV. And they even have advanced settings for that. So like I said, you can further customize, those different options. That way, you can get them to better fit your need depending on what you're looking for. But I mean, overall, just a TV, the TV as a whole, I personally think that it is definitely worth it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, definitely one of the best bang for your bucks that you can get when it comes to purchasing a TV. And then of course, when it comes to the remote right here, we're getting the same exact remote that we get with the QM8. We do get backlit buttons as well. It's a nice remote, getting a nice brushed metal finish, nice and lightweight. We do get dedicated buttons for Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, TCL TV, Apple TV, and Pluto TV as well. And it's an overall good remote. But like I said, overall, the TV along with the remote, you're gonna get a great experience. A TV that I can personally definitely recommend. And honestly, it's really hard to complain about anything with this TV right here because of the price. Everything that you get for what you're paying for, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, at least in my opinion. But again, if you find yourself interested in the TCL QM7 QD Mini LED 4K TV right here, I'll make sure to have a link for you down in the description below so you can check one out for yourself. Thanks so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.